Before the stars blinked into existence, before language, before memory, before time as you know it, there was consciousness. Not yours, not mine, but the consciousness. Eternal, boundless. It chose to dream itself into matter. And now here you are, thinking you are simply a body. But the truth is older than your bones. You are the universe, temporarily disguised as a human. What you are about to receive are not just teachings, they are key, preserved for tens of thousands of years in the Emerald Tablets of Tehuti, the Atlantean sage known across cultures as Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus, and Quetzalcoatl. This isn't modern self-help. These are cosmic laws. They were here before civilization, and they will outlast it. Let us begin. Consciousness precedes physical form. Your body is not the source of awareness. It's the container. Like a chalice holding sacred water, your form holds consciousness, but the essence remains unchanged even if the cup shatters. When you believe you are the body, you fall into illusion. The ancients taught that your awareness shaped form, not the other way around. In meditation, when the body falls silent, consciousness continues. This shows that thought, breath, sensation, they all arise within you, not from you. The physical realm is a projection of deeper awareness. In the same way a dream is not the dreamer. Your body is not the soul. This is why the wise do not fear aging or death. They know they are only shedding temporary garments. 2. Time moves in cycles, not lines. Tehuti was told by the dweller, "Time changes not, but all things change in time." What does this mean? Time is not a river flowing forward. It is a vast wheel turning endlessly. Each moment you experience exists within a cycle. The seasons, the breath, birth and death, all echo this truth. Time itself is a still field, and you move through it, much like light through space. This is why history repeats, why patterns resurface, why you feel as though you've lived something before. The ancient masters knew this well. They did not live by the clock, but by the rhythm. Understanding this truth allows you to step outside the stress of linear thinking. You begin to live in harmony with the pulse of the cosmos. 3. Death is not the end. It is transformation. The flame of life is eternal. It cannot be extinguished, only reshaped. When the body dies, the awareness within it does not vanish. It shifts. The fear of death is rooted in the illusion of finality. But just as a flame can leap from one torch to another, your consciousness continues its journey. Why fear becoming what you already are? Eternal awareness. Death is a doorway, not an ending. In ancient temples, initiates underwent ritual deaths to understand this truth while still alive. Those who have seen beyond the veil know. Death is merely change, not loss. It is the shedding of skin, the return to source, the deepening of the cosmic dance. 4. Life force flows through 3 sacred channels. Modern science hints at this, but ancient wisdom mastered it. In India, these are called Ida, Pingala, and Sushumna, energetic currents flowing within you like rivers of light. Tehuti knew these as conduits of divine energy. When balanced, they awaken higher states of being. When blocked, you feel disconnected, fatigued, reactive. By mastering your breath, your focus, and your intention, you can harmonize these channels. This is not fantasy, it's forgotten science. Your very life rides these currents. Yogis, monks, and shamans across time have used them to enter altered states, heal illness, and commune with the divine. You carry a cosmic current within. Learn to flow with it, and you become the storm and the stillness at once. 5. Balance is the universal law. All that is out of harmony seeks restoration. Imbalance creates suffering, but it also contains the seed of healing. Your emotions, when chaotic, will eventually tire themselves out into stillness, like waves crashing against a shore until they surrender. Tehuti understood that the universe is always seeking equilibrium. The pendulum swings, but it must return to center. So must you. When your inner world is unstable, so too becomes your outer experience. But instead of resisting the imbalance, observe it, learn from it, embrace the rhythm of return. Every storm carries the silence that follows it. Balance is not something you achieve once, it is something you live within, moment to moment, breath to breath. 6. Emotions shape reality more than thoughts. Modern medicine calls it psychosomatic illness. But Tehuti knew, long ago, that unhealed emotions breed disorder in the body. Your cells respond to your inner world. Fear, grief, rage, they all echo through your physiology like thunder, more powerful than thought. Your emotions are currents that program your energy field. If left unchecked, they create imbalance, disease, fatigue, misalignment. Yet when honored and understood, they become guides. Instead of suppressing your emotions, listen. They are messengers. They show you where you're out of tune with your true self. Emotional mastery doesn't mean detachment. It means integration. Let the river flow, but guide its path. 7. The fire within transforms all. Hidden in your core is a sacred flame, the primal force of creation, the alchemical fire that reshapes what it touches. You may not see it, but you feel it in moments of courage, clarity, and conviction. It is the will to evolve, the urge to grow, the burning that refines the soul. Tehuti taught that this fire is not to be feared, but directed. It does not burn randomly. It responds to your consciousness. When you focus your intention, your inner fire becomes a tool of transformation. It purifies emotions, dissolves attachments, and transmutes darkness into light. All change begins here. Without the fire, you remain stagnant. With it, you rise. Like a phoenix, reborn, not from death, but from choice. This is the secret of spiritual alchemy. Transformation is not something that happens to you. It is something you ignite from within. 8. Knowledge without action is dust. You may understand ancient truths, read sacred texts, even memorize the Emerald Tablets. But if you do not apply them, they remain lifeless. Like a feast never eaten, wisdom unpracticed nourishes no one. Tehuti warned of this. Many become scholars of spirit, but few become masters. Why? Because true knowledge must be embodied. It must be lived, tested, and proven in the fires of everyday experience. To read about balance and not live in harmony is to miss the point. To learn about the soul but ignore your intuition is spiritual forgetfulness. Action is the key that awakens knowledge. As the old sages knew, the real temple is built not from stone, but from daily choices, small acts of integrity, discipline, and presence. Apply what you know, and the universe reveals deeper layers. Remain passive, and the scroll of truth stays. 9. Light is perfect order. Darkness is temporary disorder. Many fear darkness, believing it is evil or empty. But ancient wisdom teaches otherwise. Darkness is not the enemy. It is the raw material from which order is shaped. Tehuti wrote that your purpose is to bring order to disorder, both within and without. Light is not merely illumination. It is structure, harmony, coherence. Every time you bring clarity to confusion, calm to chaos, or truth to delusion, you are invoking light. In this way, every challenge becomes an invitation to serve. Do not curse the darkness. Understand it. Transform it. You are a vessel for divine architecture, meant to build harmony wherever you walk. And in doing so, you reclaim the sacred role of the cosmic builder. Light does not fight darkness. It integrates it. 10. Light and darkness come from the same source. This is a hard truth for the divided mind. We are taught to split reality, good versus evil, right versus wrong, self versus other. But the tablets teach something radical. Both light and shadow are expressions of one infinite source. Like night and day born from the same sun, they are polarities of one truth. This doesn't mean there is no difference, but it does mean there is no separation. True wisdom sees the unity behind all appearances. How can you fear the dark when it flows from the same fountain as the light? Embracing this allows you to stop fighting with life. You stop resisting what arises and begin working with it, transmuting it. This is the path of the initiate, to walk in both the light of awareness and the shadow of mystery, knowing both are part of the same divine dance. 11. Reality is vibration. Everything you see, touch, think, and feel, all of it is vibration. Nothing is truly solid. Your body, your emotions, even your memories are energy vibrating at specific frequencies. Tehuti taught this before modern quantum physics even existed. Your consciousness tunes into different aspects of reality based on your own frequency. Fear lowers your vibration. Love expands it. Silence sharpens it. Every word you speak, every thought you harbor, changes the frequency of your field. This is why healing, manifestation, and spiritual awakening are not magical tricks. They are shifts in vibration. When you align with higher frequencies, your experience of life shifts with it. You begin to attract synchronicities, feel more connected, more alive. The ancient path is not to escape the world, but to tune it, like a divine instrument, harmonizing with the music of the cosmos. 12. Order comes from vibration, from the word. In the beginning was the word, not a sentence, but a vibration. Sound creates form. Frequency organizes chaos. Tehuti called it the song of freedom, the primordial tone that makes you one with the whole. Your words carry more power than you realize. Every time you speak, you shape reality. Complaints create disorder. Truth spoken from the heart restores alignment. This is why mantras, chants, and sacred songs have existed across all cultures. They retune the soul and reshape the field. You are not powerless. With your voice alone, you can build or destroy. You can liberate yourself or bind yourself. The ancient path teaches mastery over sound, over vibration, and ultimately, over creation itself. Sing your reality into being, and you will awaken the ancient architect within. 13. Space is curved, not linear. The ancients knew what modern science is, only now proving. Space does not stretch out in straight lines, but bends, loops, and folds. Tehuti experienced this long before Einstein ever calculated it. Space is not emptiness. It is living structure, and when you move with awareness, you don't travel through space. Space travels through you. The angles you take in life, your decisions, beliefs, and perspectives can either trap or liberate you. Linear thinking confines. Circular wisdom frees. Every time you shift your perspective, you bend space. That's why spiritual growth often feels like returning to something ancient, even though it's new. You're looping through cosmic memory, not charging ahead blindly. Freedom comes when you stop seeing life as a straight road and start seeing it as a sacred spiral. 14. Polar balance preserves your body. This lesson seems simple, almost laughable to modern minds. Lie with your head facing north for an hour, then south for another. Yet behind its simplicity lies a profound cosmic truth. Your body is aligned to planetary forces. Earth is a conscious being, and it emits polar energy just like a magnet. When you align your body to the planet's polarity, you harmonize your inner forces with Earth's rhythm. The ancient ones used these techniques to restore vitality, to regulate energy flows, and even to open inner gateways. Don't let the modern obsession with complexity blind you to sacred simplicity. Often, the most powerful techniques look too basic to be believed, and that's exactly why they're overlooked. Yet those who practice them quietly change their energy from the inside out. 15. Earth is alive, and you are not separate from her. You do not live on Earth. You live with her. She is not a dead rock hurtling through space. She is a breathing, intelligent being. The same life force that animates your heart also pulses through her rivers, roots, and skies. When you feel disconnected, it's not because Earth has abandoned you. It's because you've forgotten the relationship. Tehuti taught that recognizing Earth as conscious is essential to spiritual growth. You are not a guest here. You are a cell in her vast body. The birds, the wind, the mountains, they are all speaking in the ancient language of vibration. To walk barefoot, to sit under a tree, to breathe with intention, these are not small acts. They are acts of communion with the divine feminine that sustains all life. 16. The flower of life connects all. Hidden within every leaf, snowflake, and seashell is a sacred pattern, the flower of life. This symbol is not decoration. It is the blueprint of creation. Every atom, every galaxy, follows this geometric map. It is the code that holds reality together. Tehuti knew this and taught that all sacred geometry flows from this single source. When you meditate upon it, you align with the deeper order of the cosmos. It reminds you that nothing is truly separate. Every being, every thought, every event is a petal on the same eternal bloom. In the chaos of daily life, it's easy to forget that everything is connected, but the pattern never breaks. Even when things seem to fall apart, the geometry beneath remains perfect. Your life, too, is unfolding with this harmony, even when it doesn't look like it on the surface. 17. Your growth serves the entire universe. The skeptic will ask, what difference can one person make? But this is a misunderstanding of how the cosmos works. Just as one cell can affect the whole body, your transformation ripples outward into the great field of consciousness. When you heal, evolve, or awaken, you lift others with you, even if they never meet you. The ancients understood that evolution isn't just personal, it's collective. Every time you overcome fear, choose compassion, or speak your truth, you help shift the entire tapestry of reality. Tehuti taught that personal transformation is cosmic service. The universe itself evolves through you. You are not insignificant. You are a portal through which the all expresses itself, expands itself, and remembers itself. What greater purpose could there be than that? 18. The soul evolves in cycles, not straight lines. Just like the moon waxes and wanes, your soul grows, retreats, and expands again. What feels like a setback may be a sacred pause, a coiling of energy before a leap. Do not mistake contraction for failure. Growth often happens underground before it flowers. Tehuti described the soul's journey as a flame moving through darkness, constantly changing shape, yet always alive. Expansion and stillness are both sacred. Trust the rhythm of your soul's unfolding. When you feel lost or stagnant, it may be that your roots are deepening. When things fall away, it may be clearing space for new light. Your soul is not broken. It is in motion. Learn to dance with its rhythm, and you'll no longer fear the dark season. 19. The cosmos contains 9 interwoven dimensions. You exist in more than just a physical reality. According to Tehuti, there are 9 levels of consciousness, layers of existence, each governed by unique laws. These dimensions are not stacked like floors in a building, but intertwined like strands of light. In modern science, string theory echoes this with the idea of extra dimensions. But the ancients lived it. These realms are not distant places. They are here, interlaced with your current experience, waiting to be accessed through vibration and awareness. As you evolve, you don't just become more spiritual, you gain access to higher dimensions of being. Meditation, dreams, intuition, these are glimpses into those realms. Every mystical experience you've had, every moment of deep clarity or profound connection, was a crossing point between dimensions. The more attuned you become, the more doors open, within and around you. 20. The heart holds the deepest wisdom. In a world obsessed with intellect, this truth feels like rebellion. The heart knows more than the mind. The brain calculates, the heart knows. Your heart isn't just an organ. It's a portal to cosmic understanding. It senses truth without needing proof. That's why so many ancient teachings emphasize living from the heart. Tehuti taught that the heart is connected to the universal rhythm, the pulse of the divine. When your thoughts confuse you, when doubt clouds your path, return to your heart. It speaks quietly, but its guidance never wavers. This is not metaphor. Science now shows the heart has its own neural network, capable of memory, intuition, and coherence. But the ancients didn't need machines to know this. They listened inwardly. Do the same, and you'll find your way even in the darkest hour. Your body can transcend its limits. You are never meant to be bound by weakness, fatigue, or decay. The ancient teachings reveal that your physical form is far more powerful than you believe. With proper energy balance and focused intention, you can transcend ordinary limitations. This isn't superstition, it's sacred biology. Athletes, warriors, mystics, all tap into this truth, even unknowingly. By mastering polarity within the union of masculine and feminine, action and stillness, fire and water, you awaken dormant energy in your cells. Tehuti hinted that humans are capable of far more than survival. We were designed for light, movement, and conscious evolution. Your body is a temple of divine potential, but it requires reverence, not neglect. Daily rituals, breathwork, and alignment practices are not luxuries. They are the keys to unlocking your highest form. 22. The Great Pyramid is a dimensional gate. To the unaware, it is just stone and symmetry. But to the initiated, the Great Pyramid is more than a tomb or monument. It is a living device. Encoded within its structure are universal constants: the speed of light, the ratio of Earth's curvature, the mathematics of time. Why? Because it was designed as a portal, a place where the veils between dimensions grow thin. Tehuti, the architect behind its mysteries, knew how vibration, geometry, and consciousness merged to create access points to higher realms. Rituals performed within its chambers could elevate the soul beyond the material. This pyramid, and others like it, were not meant to be marvels of stone, but instruments of transformation. You too can become such a pyramid when your thoughts, emotions, and actions align. You create an energetic structure that pierces through illusion and reveals truth. 23. The halls of Amenti are both place and state. Located beneath the earth, yet beyond the physical, the halls of Amenti are described as sacred chambers where souls transition, rest, and remember. But this is not only a literal location. It is also a level of consciousness. Through specific practices, one can enter the vibrational realm of Amenti without dying. Shamans, monks, and adepts across cultures have accessed similar realms, spaces of stillness where the soul regathers its strength and receives guidance. Tehuti described these halls not with fear, but with reverence. They are not dark and cold, but luminous with soul light. Millions of flames flickering in the womb of the void. Entering Amenti is not an escape from life, but a return to source. When your frequency aligns, the doorway appears within your breath, your dreams, your silence. 24. Soul memory survives death. In your final moment, when the body releases and the breath fades, something lingers: awareness. According to ancient wisdom, if you hold your attention at the point between your eyebrows, the seat of spiritual sight, your consciousness carries forward intact. This is echoed in the Tibetan Book of the Dead, where the dying are guided through vibrational focus. Tehuti knew this long before written language. The practice is simple, yet profound. Just as memory survives sleep, soul memory survives death. It is not about clinging to identity, but carrying forward wisdom. You are not a blank slate in each life. You are an evolving flame, remembering across the ages. Meditation, dream work, and spiritual discipline sharpen this memory. With practice, you begin to feel echoes of past lives, ancient truths, and forgotten vows. Death does not erase you. It reveals you. 25. Dimensional boundaries dissolve through consciousness. The worlds beyond this one are not locked away by force. They are veiled by vibration. Meditation, as Tehuti taught, is the first key, not the final step. When your inner world becomes still and your breath becomes sacred, you begin to tune into frequencies that open doors to realms you've forgotten. These are not fantasy worlds, but actual dimensions governed by laws just beyond your current perception. With specific vibrational techniques, tones, symbols, breath rhythms, the veils thin. As your consciousness expands, the walls between worlds become windows. You no longer need to die to travel beyond the veil. Instead, you remember how to shift from within. Your body becomes a temple, and your awareness, the navigator. The universe is layered, and you were born to explore it. 26. Words shape reality. Sound is not just communication. It is creation. Every syllable you speak vibrates through your cells, your space, your future. Tehuti called the word the most sacred of tools, the primordial vibration that organized the universe. This is echoed across all sacred traditions. From Let There Be Light to the Om of the Vedas, your daily speech is either building your path or eroding it. Speak chaos, and your life reflects it. Speak harmony, and order begins to return. It is not about false positivity. It is about conscious language. When you speak from awareness, you summon ancient power. Prayers, mantras, affirmations. These are not superstitions. They are tools of transformation. Guard your words. Honor their power. Speak only what you wish to create. The word is sacred. It remembers when you forget. 27. Service accelerates evolution. Giving is not loss. It is expansion. In cosmic law, generosity creates space for more energy to flow through you. The more you give of time, love, presence, wisdom, the more your vessel is cleared and refilled with divine light. Tehuti taught that service is the fastest path to spiritual growth, not self-sacrifice, rooted in guilt, but conscious offering rooted in purpose. When you serve others without expectation, you begin to resonate with the higher laws of balance and abundance. Selfishness constricts the soul. It narrows your field. But when you offer yourself to the greater good, your energy field expands. And in that expansion, you grow. The universe responds not to your words, but to your frequency. Service raises it like nothing else. Help someone rise, and you rise with them. 28. Freedom comes from self-mastery. Many believe freedom is doing whatever you want, but the ancients knew better. True freedom is not found in the absence of restriction, but in the presence of inner command. If your emotions rule you, if your cravings drag you, if your reactions drive your life, you are not free. You are in bondage to the unconscious. Tehuti taught that self-mastery is liberation. It is the ability to observe your emotions without being ruled by them. It is choosing presence over reaction, discipline over distraction, soul over ego. This is not suppression. It is alignment. The more you master your inner world, the less the outer world can control you. No government, no crisis, no opinion can imprison a mind that has mastered itself. Freedom is not a right. It is a state of being earned through practice. 29. Creation arises from infinite potential. Everything you see, touch, and experience is made from the same eternal essence, rearranged, shaped, and focused through consciousness. Tehuti taught that there is no new creation, only reconfiguration. The elements of existence are eternal. What changes is their pattern. This means that what you seek, love, peace, wisdom, healing, already exists. Your task is not to find it, but to realign with it. Within you is the entire code of the universe. Nothing is lacking. What appears as creation is actually remembrance. Remembering how to access, combine, and manifest from what already is. When you understand this, you stop chasing and start activating. The creative force is not outside you. It is you. You are the artist and the clay. You are the spark and the fire. 30. Power must be balanced with wisdom. Strength without understanding is destruction. Knowledge without heart is dangerous. Tehuti warned that true power is never just force. It is force guided by awareness. You see it in nature. The sun gives life but can also burn. Water nourishes but can also drown. The same applies to you. As you awaken your inner power through knowledge, energy work, and spiritual practices, you must also awaken humility. Power alone can crush, but when tempered with wisdom, it becomes medicine. Every true master walks with quiet power, because they have learned this balance. They have burned from their own fire before learning to control it. Never chase power for its own sake. Seek wisdom first, and the power that follows will serve, not harm. Only then do you become a true guardian of life. 31. Ancient civilizations were more advanced than we realize. Tehuti wrote, "We of the great race had knowledge beyond human understanding." This wasn't arrogance. It was a memory of what once was. Long before modern civilization, there were ages of light, civilizations not just surviving, but thriving, guided by higher beings and star-born races. What we call progress may simply be recovery. The ruins scattered across the earth, pyramids, stone circles, temples aligned with stars, are not primitive relics. They are remnants of cosmic engineering. The knowledge of energy, consciousness, and cosmic law was once widely practiced, and though it faded, it is not lost. You are part of the generation, remembering it. Every awakened soul revives a forgotten chapter. We're not starting over. We're continuing the work. 32. You were never truly bound. The greatest illusion is limitation. It whispers that you are small, trapped, insignificant. But the tablets remind us, your cage is mental, not real. The door is wide open. Habit keeps you inside. Every fear, every belief that says you can't, is a phantom. Freedom begins not with escape, but with awareness. Realize that the chains are made of thought, and they dissolve the moment you stop feeding them. This is not motivational fluff. It's the sacred mechanics of consciousness. You were never the prisoner. You are the architect. The moment you stop identifying with the wound, the past, the identity, you begin to move. And when you move consciously, the entire cosmos shifts with you. 33. Ultimate truth cannot be described. Words are tools, powerful ones. But the highest truths live beyond language. They can be pointed at, hinted toward, danced around, but never fully spoken. Tehuti knew this. That's why the Emerald Tablets are filled with symbols, vibrations, riddles. They are invitations, not instructions. You must walk the path to know it. At the peak of understanding, there is only silence. Not emptiness, but fullness, too vast for words. Every mystical experience, every moment of awe or transcendence shows you this. In those moments, you don't think the truth, you become it. And when you return, even if you try to describe it, the words feel too small. Accept this. Let it humble you. Let it inspire you to seek experience over explanation. 3-4. You are becoming as gods, if you choose. Tehuti declared, "As I to thee am God by my knowledge, so ye too shall be gods of the future, because of your knowledge far above theirs." This is not blasphemy, it is destiny. When you awaken to true knowledge, not facts, but living wisdom, you rise into divine awareness. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must live it. Being godlike means becoming responsible for your creations, your energy, your path. It means choosing love over fear, truth over comfort, evolution over safety. This potential is not promised. It must be earned through inner work. But when you rise, you shine as a beacon for others. You become the future ancestors of civilizations yet to come. And your light guides them across time. 35. Knowledge is cyclical. It returns. Wisdom never disappears. It sleeps. When civilizations fall, when temples turn to dust, when scrolls burn, the truth remains in the soul. Tehuti taught that knowledge moves like a tide, ebbing, flowing, vanishing, and returning. Many of us are the returners, souls who once walked among temples, who now awaken in modern chaos, to remember what was forgotten. Your intuition, your curiosity, your deep sense of something more. These are echoes of what you already knew. The soul moves ever onward, not bound to one planet, one age, or one form. Perhaps you've come from stars. Perhaps you will return. But while you are here, remember, reclaim, reignite. You are not reading history. You are living the return of the eternal flame. The 9 lords of cosmic forces. These 9 are not gods in the way most think. They are sacred energies that live inside you. Tehuti revealed them as cosmic forces that guide, challenge, and awaken us. 3 is the keeper of the shadow. He governs endings, death, and transformation. Through him, you learn that darkness is not evil, but necessary for growth. 4 is the awakener of life, the flame that sets your soul free. He breaks limitations and brings the energy of new beginning. 5 is the pattern holder, the lord of sound and vibration. He teaches that your words and intentions shape your reality. 6 is the light guide, the inner glow that leads you through confusion and fear. 7 governs space and time. He helps you see life from a higher view, showing that all moments exist together. 8 brings balance, ensuring that what you give returns, and all energy finds harmony. 9 is the formless source, the origin of everything. Pure stillness, pure potential. Everything comes from 9, and everything returns. These lords are not separate from you. They are parts of your own higher consciousness. As you awaken, their power flows through you. If this message stirred something deep within you, type in the comments, "I am remembering." This tells the universe and yourself that your ancient wisdom is waking up. And if you want more teachings like this, subscribe and stay connected to this path of higher truth.